Okay, apologies. Hit the wrong button once again. Still, we continue. Literally the final slide in this discussion. So, let's pretend nothing happened. So here we have a basic graphical representation of the elbow flexors and extensors. So if we look at the left-hand side image here. So, as we discussed previously, the issue with spasticity in the biceps brachii is that the extension moment produced by the triceps, as we see here on the left, is inhibited by the flexion moment of the biceps brachii and basically overly excessive coactivation of the biceps brachii and triceps brachii. So the overall range of motion of the limb will be limited and is characterized by this sort of pulsing motion, as we discussed before. However, this is only one part of the puzzle, because people with spasticity in the arm from cerebral palsy very often present with poor supination and inhibited supination range of motion. So turning the palm, if you hold your palm face down, or if you turn your palm down, straight out in front of you and turn your palm up, obviously supination. And your biceps brachii is one of your strongest supinators. So you would think that if there's spasticity in the biceps brachii, and this muscle is overactivating, it's much stronger than it should be, then there would be excessive supination, but this is not true. The pronator teres, which is a small monoarticular muscle in your forearm, will very often also suffer from spasticity and will cause an excessive pronation moment. So people with this particular issue will, if they have their palm face down, will only be able to turn their palm a part of the way up, maybe halfway up, and the hand will start juddering and shaking due to the fact that supination is being inhibited. So there's a neat way of getting around this, because the bicep is a supinator but also a flexor. We want to improve supination range of motion in the biceps brachii and strengthen the biceps' ability to supinate without making the issue worse for elbow extension by strengthening the bicep and causing it to inhibit extension even more. And it's quite a clever way of getting around it, really. If the elbow is kept at roughly 90 degrees of flexion and with the palm facing down, and imagine gripping a dumbbell as you normally would, your hand would be in the middle. So if you imagine you are holding the dumbbell with your right hand, shifting the dumbbell so that the inner right hand side of the weight is in contact with the hand, so the hand is shifted to the right on the dumbbell, and then performing a series of supination movements, so trying to twist the palm upwards whilst grasping this dumbbell. That will strengthen the biceps supination function and hopefully improve supination range of motion without impairing extension even further. So we can improve bicep strength in terms of supination by performing this movement, and then look to improve the extension range of motion by improving triceps brachii strength. So it's just a neat way of improving muscle function and trying to combat spasticity. Anyway, sorry for the bittiness of this session, but I hope that was interesting, I hope that was useful, and more to follow.